West Coast midfielder Dom Sheed was prepared. Prepared to handle the nerves. Prepared to follow his routine. Prepared for the biggest moment of his life. Prepared to kick the match-winning goal in an AFL Grand Final. Sheed gathered 32 disposals in West Coast's thrilling 5-point win over Collingwood on Saturday, but none were more important than the goal he slotted at the 28-minute mark of the final quarter. The Eagles were in control, but before Sheed's telling contribution, had kicked a wasteful 2.5 in the last term, meaning Collingwood were still clinging to a 2-point lead. To most people at the MCG, another behind seemed likely when Sheed lined up for goal 40 metres out, up against the boundary, but the 23-year-old from Kalgoorlie appeared confident. And with good reason. All he does is practice those, believe it or not, Norm Smith medalist Luke Shuey told the 7 Network. Dom Sheed put the Eagles in front. Who would have thought? It was a courageous kick. I heard the crowd go up, so I knew it was in, and I knew there wasn't long to go. There may have been more spectacular goals kicked in the 2018 season, but none come close to the importance of Sheed's effort. Most players would have tried to improve the angle and kick a snap or a check side, but Sheed is more of a nuts and bolts sort of guy. He preferred the drop punt, and as a result, his name will be the first that comes to mind when fans reflect on a thrilling 2018 decider, a match that ebbed and flowed in all the right places as the Eagles came from 29 points down in the opening term to win a classic by 5 points. The man himself struggled to put his internal thoughts into words when interviewed shortly after the siren, overcome with elation. "I don't know. Just to try and put it through," he said of his mindset. Sheed was quick to switch the focus, though, preferring to shine a light on the adversity and obstacles this united group from the West have overcome. West Coast players celebrate after the final siren. Photo, Getty. "What an unbelievable game. We had so many doubters throughout the year," he said. "We've proven them all wrong now, and we get a medal around our neck." Should Sheed have had the chance to win the game? As admiration for Sheed spread in the football world, several respected figures took aim at the umpiring that led to his set shot. After Liam Ryan took a terrific mark on the wing, he kicked to a 2-on-1 in West Coast's favour. And West Coast's Willie Rioli and Collingwood's Brayden Maynard collided, allowing Sheed to take an uncontested mark. Ex-Melbourne champion Gary Leone said Rioli should have conceded a free kick for his block. Watching the replay of the Sheed mark, "I think what Willie Rioli did would constitute a free kick," Leone said on SEN. The winning goal for West Coast, kicked by Dom Sheed, was based on a clear shepherd on Brayden Maynard from Willie Rioli. Maynard had zero chance on that play thanks to Rioli pushing him out of the contest. Not a good way to decide a grand final. Pic.twitter.com/Agnel3S, NMG Sports. At NMG Sports, September 29, 2018. Former St Kilda coach Grant Thomas was far more forthright, insisting the umpiring was gutless, and that a terrible non-call had devised a premiership. Thomas initially posted on Twitter that umpires are too gutless or poorly directed. Why do they shift their interpretation as game gets closer? That was an absolute no-brainer. Free kick late to Pies for block. Shepherd when Sheed kicked amazing goal, he added. And when responding to a Twitter user who questioned his judgment, Thomas backed up his earlier claim. It was a deliberate terrible non-call that devised a premiership because umpires refuse to make late calls as they don't want to make a call that decides grand final. They inadvertently did by not paying it. Last 5 minutes was a different interpretation. Gavin Krosiska, who played 246 matches for Collingwood from 1987 to 2000, agreed with Thomas. "One decision doesn't normally cost a team the game, but this one did." What do you think about the decision? Let us know in the comments below.